Welcome back to more Pokemon White 2. So last time, we conquered not only the White Tree Hollow, but also the Black Tower. So that's awesome. That's one of the hardest things we need to do in this game, so yeah. And this time, I wanted to take a little bit of breather, so we're doing one of our last movies. The Ghost the Razor series. So, I got some interesting Pokemon to bring for this, so yeah. So here we go. So a village where ghosts appear, the ghost erasers are on the case. I think we can tell what this might be a reference to, but anyway. You're not gonna opponent every scene, so yeah, let's just hop right in. So yeah, I'll talk about what the gimmicks of these are obviously later. Let's use the rental for this, and yeah, let's give it a go. Alrighty. Let's watch our first movie here. Ghost Racer 1, File 1, The Village of Ghosts. So let's give it a watch. So yeah, we've got a Ghostbusting movie here. Although yeah, it's also kind of like an investigation movie too. So yeah, I mean this is the closest we'll get to like a mystery movie in this as well. So yeah, and yeah, they actually kind of play into it as well because yeah, to win that bar, you need to make sure that yeah, you get all those right dialogue choices, showing that yeah, you are investigating properly and you're noticing the right things and stuff like that. So yeah, it's quite interesting. So yeah. Yeah, of course, the name definitely makes me think of Ghostbusters, I bet, but I feel like that one's a bit more action focused. But this one's a bit more investigation focused, at least for the time being, so yeah. And yeah, that battle, yeah, it's pretty simple. Get all the right dollar choices and use Shadow Claw, and yeah, you'll be fine. So yeah, not too much to write home about that. And yeah, as you probably said, yeah, we're going to be finding a lot of ghost type Pokemon in this one as well, so yeah. Majority of Pokemon we find are ghost type. Although yeah, next theory kind of bucks the trend, but yeah, we'll see about that in a bit. So yeah. So yeah, once again, let's get prizing, though I probably don't need them, but hey. Considering that, yeah, everything that's left I don't need Iron Source, so yeah. But oh well, we'll just pick them up anyway, because why not? Yeah, you do get these Iron Swans too, I think that's another reason behind it, so yeah. Anyway. With that done, yeah, we're going to be moving on to the Strange Ending, obviously. And yeah, this one kind of also ties into the investigation theme. Sort of. We need to actually say a different dialogue choice. I think it's the bad dialogue choice on the last one, and also don't knock out the foes. So yeah, I'm going to have John Tracy do this. We also got Ghost Stories at 2. So yeah, let's get this Strange Ending now. So yeah, we're going to be using John Tracy for this, so yeah, I'll see you in a little bit. That's a memorable stranger name for me because yeah, it kind of works really well to be honest. Where yeah, again, they say that they're lying. It turns out yeah, in the stranger they were actually lying. And they faked the ghost story so they could trap more tourists to the village. That is a really good way of doing a stranger here, I must say. So yeah. As again, yeah, it really does turn the movie on its head, doesn't it? So yeah. Hey, it's interesting about getting a stranger name too, but yeah, you need to say a different dialogue choice. I think that's going to be a common thing now. I think it was in the last movie as well. So with Lone Bells 3, so yeah, so that's interesting. Yeah, again, yeah, that's a memorable one for me. That's the thing, sure. I think yeah, I remember laughing quite a bit when I first saw that. So yeah. Anyway, so yeah. Let's talk about, picking the bad dodgers, but yeah, we're gonna see another bad ending anyway, so no need to worry about that now. Excuse me. So yeah, we're just gonna move on to Ghost Racer 2 now. And see how that goes. And once again get all our amazing prizes. There we are, so let's talk to you. Also, yeah, I guess another thing about it too is that, again, it does remind me of something I said like a long time ago, where like it feels like yeah, you're kind of improvising the strange endings, and yeah, I feel like yeah, that one definitely reminds me of that too. So yeah. Anyway, we have a second movie to go, so yeah, let's give this a go. So yeah, the Ghost Raiders face a possessed girl this time, so you once again knock on opponent every scene. And yeah, to do that, we also need to get those good dollar choices. So let's do rental Pokemon, and let's give this a go. Alright, so Ghost Racer 2, File 2, A Curious Possession. So yeah, let's go ahead and watch this one. Okay, so that one, yeah, this feels like, a setup for what's the college or so. So, yeah, we learn about the Modular Mayhem, we learn about Arkham, who apparently was possessing the girl as well. Fortunately, don't catch him, but yeah. We do learn quite a bit though, which will help in our investigation coming up. So yeah. Hopefully end all this ghost madness, so yeah. Maybe that bell, yeah, it's another pretty simple and once again get all the right dollar choices. And yeah, you'll be good. And yeah. Interesting enough, yeah, the Poké that she uses, none of them are ghost type, but they do share one move. That's the reason why they're being used, I'm pretty sure, so yeah. And yeah, to get that good in, yeah, your Vigoroth has super effective moves for them, so you just have to use those super effective moves. That's how you're gonna win, so yeah. So yeah, simple as that. So let's move on to the strange ending then, and yeah, it's actually pretty similar to last time too. You don't want to defeat the opponent, and you say another very similar dialogue choice to last time, so yeah. So again, this one should be pretty similar. And once again, yeah, John Tracy is up for this. I guess it's a good thing I didn't get rid of on the way for Volt Switch. Because of that, so yeah. Alright. So yeah, let's head out. And yeah, let's go into here now. Like I said, yeah, got an exchanging. Once again, yeah, John Tracy's gonna be the one. You also get Ghost Eraser free. A little bit of an annoying one, but we'll see how it goes. And yeah, let's not do that one yet. We wanna go back to this one. So yeah, let's do this. Yeah, that one's very similar to the first one, but it's a bit more serious feeling now, so yeah, so that's kind of interesting. But yeah, I think it's because, again, the girl was very good at acting. I think that might be one reason why. And then, yeah, we were definitely very harsh to her as well, but then again, yeah, this is kind of our business. We don't want people, getting killed by ghosts, now, do we? So, kind of makes sense. And yeah, again, it's very swingy you do. You say lies or lies in the last one, and then don't knock at the phone, and there you go. That's how you can do it. So yeah. Again, like I said, yeah, pretty interesting idea for a strange ending. I think it also kind of works for a ghost movie like this as well. So yeah, so that's pretty neat. So yeah, we'll get a star piece here. And not much else to say there. So yeah, we're gonna be moving on to the third one. I think yeah, again, I do like this movie series quite a bit. And yeah, I do like the investigation aspect, like I said before. And then yeah, the stories are pretty simple though. Again, it's mainly all about getting the right dialogue choices, which yeah, I can only see being a challenge if you don't have a guide, like I am. But yeah, maybe that's part of the fun of it, trying to figure out on your own. I can definitely see that. So yeah. Anyway, with that done, we got movie 3 to go. This one's going to be a little bit more tricky, but we shall see how it goes. I mean, once again, yeah, I'll take I actually forgot to do this last time, but yeah, I'll take a small break. And then, yeah, we're going to be moving on to 3 and 4. Getting the good and strange ID for those. So, yeah. Like I said, yeah, let's take a small break, and then, yeah, let's wrap up this movie series. Let's get back into it. So, yeah, my guide is actually kind of bad for this movie, so we're going to be using Bulbapedia instead. So, yeah, Ghost Razor 3. We need to knock out our phone 6 scenes. The Ghost Razor solved the mystery of its spirit, having a treasure. This time, though, we have the level disadvantage, though. The level advantage first. We were on the same level for the second one, for the most part, and then, yeah, this time we're at level disadvantage. So, yeah, let's give this a go. Alright. So, we got Ghost Razor 3, File 3, Phantom Treasure. So, yeah, let's give this a watch. So yeah, we solved the puzzle with the statue, but unfortunately that releases the power of the margin, and now yeah, Arkham has the power of the margin inside that, which is definitely not a good thing. So yeah. So we're gonna have a work cut up for the next movie. So yeah. Anyway though, yeah, that one's definitely designed around slacking. So yeah, of course slacking has turret, so only acts every other turn. And yeah, we need to make sure that the dialogue choices match up with that. So when we attack it, it goes a focus punch. So then we can obviously make it not do anything, because yeah, if it attacks us, it one-shots us, like Golek, because it's a lot higher level than us. So yeah, we definitely want to avoid that. So yeah, again, on our non-turn turns, we want it to focus punch. So then you can attack it, and then it'll lose its focus. It can't attack us. And then on our turn turns, we want it to waste its turn with protect. So yeah, that's how it goes. Of course, yeah, picking bad dollar choices means that yeah, you're not going to be able to beat it in time, obviously. So yeah. And yeah, we got another strange enemy cat. This one's pretty similar to the last one's, but it has both focus punch and earthquake, so it's going to be a little bit difficult to wall. I mean, Serena could do it, but I have another idea, which I thought would be very funny, so yeah. So let's go get our stuff here. And yeah, let's go see this guy. Yeah, I bet I will double check it. I mean, yeah, I know it's reset. It's focus punch, earthquake, double team of attack, so yeah. Can't touch something that's a ghost and levitates over ground type base, so Anyway. We have Ghost Razor 4 now, but of course, we want to go and do Ghost Razor 3 again. Yeah, I think they're going to shove a new rental Pokemon, so yeah, let's film this. So yeah, that one, yeah. Once again, we catch them lying, and yeah, as it turns out, yeah, they were trying to use the boy to make some easy money. So yeah, then we stuff them out, and then yeah, we're gonna report them obviously. And yeah, my strategy, yeah, I just called dribbling for this. I called them balloons. Where are the balloons? And yeah, they are able to, take the focus punches on the earthquakes no problems. So yeah, that makes it a lot easier. Again, I think Serena could have done that too. It's just that I was kind of worried about taking multiple hits from like focus punches and stuff. Then again, I don't think I need to take that much. So to be honest, they probably would have fine. That's okay. And it's just shows, of a random Pokemon. I'm gonna be definitely doing that in the next one. So yeah. And it's kind of fun to do that. I remember having a lot of fun doing that, with the Litwicks and the Banette earlier. So yeah, getting those strange endings. Yeah, this one, yeah, getting like positioning, even like the giant lady one, that shouldn't be too difficult now. So yeah, Pokemon the way they are. So yeah. Anyway, with that done, yeah, we got the last movie. This one's gonna be a very interesting one because of what we're fighting. So yeah. So there we go. And yeah, let's get our praise here. There we are. Alright, so let's get our back and yeah, let's take on the last movie. And yeah, I think this one's a pretty cool one, I must admit. So yeah, there's a lot of ways you can tackle this one too. So yeah. So let's shoot the film. It's the final one on the list, I'm pretty sure. Ghost Racer 4, the March of Destruction arrived, and the Ghost Racers must stop it. So you knock out the foe intensities. There's a big problem though. It's Prot G1, Dark Ghost with Wonder God, aka you can't touch it. You need to do something about either its type or its ability, otherwise there's no hope. So I mean, there's also other ways like, Willow's and Toxic, but yeah. I do like the design of that. Perfect sounding foe to take on, or practically indestructible foe to take on, so yeah. It's also got some pretty scary moves too. The Ultra Swords Dance, Crunch, and Slackle, so yeah, we gotta work cut up for this one, so yeah, let's give this a go. Okay, so yeah, we got Ghost Racer 4 now. Fire 4, March and Mayhem. This one went a bit interesting for me, so yeah, let's give this a little watch. I think that one's probably one of my most favorite scenarios in terms of the battle because, yeah, like I mentioned previously, it's a dark ghost type with Wonder God, so there are a couple of ways you can deal with that. I think the intended way is you can get rid of its ability with Mummy. The cover creed is only level 35, so that's very much all it's good for, but I got a little bit lucky, I guess. It decided to, it has a 50-50 chance to attack you in those first 2 turns, and it didn't even attack me either turn, so yeah, so that was awesome. So I got the Will-O-Wisp, and that meant, yeah, I was pretty set from that. But yeah, I didn't get the Mummy though, so I need to go to Artillery then, and then go for Soak, then hit it with Charge Beam and then Energy Ball. And that's how you could do it. That's the strategy that the guide recommends too. You also got Slacking too, who could also do a lot of cool things. Because again, you give it Mummy, and then you can give Slacking Mummy, and then no longer has Turret, so it might actually be able to do well. So again, that's another strategy. So yeah, I quite like this one. Kind of reminds me of some. It kind of reminds me of I like the Battle CDs and XD as well. And yeah, again, this is kind of similar to those. And the plot, I will say one thing about the Martian. Yeah, he reminds me of Martian Boo, and I feel like that's it. He's so similar that it feels intentional. But yeah, because again, he seems like an extremely evil person, but yeah, he's just a kind of chill dude, I guess. He likes to dance around and stuff. He doesn't like when you lie though, obviously, so yeah. So yeah, there's that. Yeah. And again, he's also called Martian too, so I feel like, yeah, that had to be intentional, so yeah. But anyway, we got a strange ending to get now, and I got some interesting strategies to this. You can also bring 3 Pokemon to this, obviously. Again, we need to last, but also need to say a certain dialogue choice once again, so yeah, let's give this a go. So yeah, we tell the Margin to protect the world, and then yeah, that takes care of Ark, and also we make a world that is perfectly protected, basically. Nothing bad really happens in it, so yeah, so that's interesting. But yeah, you can't tell what I was trying to go with. The cool thing is it actually doesn't use Dual Chop in that last dialogue choice, only goes a Crunch. So if you have Substitute, if you have Sturdy, you'll be just fine. Doesn't matter what level the Pokemon is in that case, so yeah. So yeah, that'll be your strat. My strat was if it used Dual Chop, which I couldn't remember if it did not. I probably should have the guide, that's okay. But if it did, then yeah, it would have broken the Sturdy, and even if it could one-shot Gigalith, it was Sturdy, so then the second Dual Chop would knock it out, so yeah. And again, you have 3 Pokemon too. That's another thing too, so yeah, getting this changing is not too bad. It might be possible with the rental Pokemon as well. Just that, yeah, they're not very bulky, so you need to be a bit careful with that, especially if he starts attacking immediately, so yeah. So that's something to consider. Like, yeah, he's gonna Swords Dance, he's probably gonna Swords Dance. Like, you can also make him Slack Off as well if you don't want him to boost, so yeah. So that's also an option as well, so yeah. Anyway. That's all the changing is done. Obviously, we've got the bad endings to do now, so we'll work on those. And yeah, we're almost done. Only one more, basically, series of moves to go. They're not really a series, but I kind of like to treat them as such, so yeah. And yeah, I don't really know what's gonna be the next part, but yeah, we made the Mega Box for this one. This is a very popular one, it looks like, so yeah. Anyway. That will be that for now. So yeah, like I said, I'm not really sure what the next hot's gonna be, but I guess we'll find out. I'm leaning towards either the Battle Subway or the PWT, or even maybe both, so yeah. But yeah, before that though, yeah, we got some bad endings to show, so yeah, let's work on those. Alright, bad ends this time. I feel like these might get a bit creepy, so yeah. So let's give this a go. File 1. Yeah, that's to be accepted, yeah. Although, again, getting possessed like that though, yeah, that definitely gave me a bit of a chill, I must admit. At least it wasn't as, graphic as what happens in the zombie movie, but that's okay. So yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, let's go on to file 2 now. Yeah, that one's pretty similar again, but the fact that, we're going to be used in the resurrection of the Martian, that definitely was a bit freaky, I must admit, so yeah. Again, these battings, I think I would have been a bit freaked out before if, we didn't have, the other one that I mentioned before, so yeah. Anyway, Phantom Treasure this time. Pokemon's also pretty similar to, yeah, we got a Life Force Absorb, and that's basically it, so yeah. Yeah, not much to say about that. Yeah, these battings, yeah, they're pretty similar, aren't they? And they don't really phase you that much either, so yeah. Anyway, this last one could be a bit more interesting, let's find out. Yeah, that one, yeah, that was to be expected to, the world gets destroyed. Because he did a bad job at defeating him, so yeah. Yeah, the bad endings weren't great, but then again, they are supposed to be bad endings, so yeah. Well, that's okay. I do think that the good endings are good again. I do like, you know, the mystery aspect, the investigation aspect of these movies, and again, Ghost Racer 4 is a really interesting, way to do those. It's a really interesting way to have like a battle scenario. So yeah, so I like this smooth series overall. And yeah, we only have one more to go now. So yeah, next time again, I'm not really sure what it could be. But yeah, not much to go. And yeah, it's kind of crazy to think about that there isn't much to go now, considering all we've been through. So yeah, there we go. Hope you look forward to whatever's next, and I'll see you guys again for that.